Warning. Gory Storytime is a horror movie review show by a son and his dad who thought that letting his 5-year-old watch scary movies was acceptable. If you are offended by horror or talk about blood and gore by a child, or if you don't want horror movies from the 60s through today spoiled, then there is a remote stuck in your couch cushion next to potato chip crumbs. Use it. And of course, parental discretion is advised.
Why? You didn't use any.
Shut up and start the show.
Welcome to Gory Storytime. I'm your host, Santa.
And I'm his co-host and father, a fat guy with a beard.
Yep, the reason Jason's not here is because he's been naughty this year.
Definitely true.
So, I'm taking his place this week.
All right.
Oh, so this week, we are reviewing Christmas Evil.
If you look up the movie Christmas Evil, it will say a traumatized child, traumatized by... Wait, first we should say, don't let your children watch this. If you're what?
Yeah, not at all.
Because we're about to...
Gives me a bad rep.
Well, what I was going to say is, not that they should let their children watch this anyway, but we're going to get into the reality of Santa Claus in this description, you know? So this child finds out that there is no Santa. This is the description online. Followed immediately by he's at work, according to the description, gets bullied, goes crazy, kills a bunch of people dressed as Santa. Not anything quite what happens in the movie.
Not really at all,
I mean,
actually.
What really happens is he does
Find out that Santa's not real. And
then he does get bullied, but that's not when he snaps and starts killing. Actually, it was kind of a self-defense thing. But we'll get into more of that after. Before that, let's show you the trailer. Colin?
Heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Love trailers that show
Everything.
the last scene.
I don't. That was stupid. I mean, it was a stupid ending, in my opinion.
Well, all right. So, anything you want to say before we pay some bills around here?
Nope.
Okay. So, now is the part where we have to give a shout out to our actual sponsors that exist and sell these things, products, services, whatever. This week, Gory Storytime is brought to you by Cheapskate brand knockoff toys. We at Cheapskate know that Christmas is expensive, so our line of knockoffs can save you 50 to 75% off the price of those real toys. We have all of your favorite superheroes like the Revengers, you know, Ironing Man, Ant-Man, and the Mighty Thor. We've also got classics like Kung Fu Tortoises and She-Man. We have girl toys like Strawberry Cheesecake, My Tiny Horses, and of course, Barbara and Kent. Cheapskate brand knockoff toys save money now. Use it for your kids' therapy later.
Oh, that's great. And by Gory Story TV, your only source of uncensored scary movies and TV shows made for the biggest horror fans by the biggest horror fans. All December long, enjoy our favorite horror day, our Happy Horror Days specials, featuring A Nightmare on 34th Street, How the Grudge Stole Christmas, The Humans Candy Cane, and The Poltergeist Express. That's Gory Story TV. Check your local listings.
All right.
Gotta trim the beard. Want to go first?
There's nothing worse than when the hair gets too long and gets all in your mouth.
I know.
Let's get to the meat and beef.
Yeah, the meat and beef, as Jason would say.
Or, how should I put it? The beef log and cheese. Because it's the holidays.
Swiss Colony beef log?
Something like that. When Harry slips on the street running from the mob, he really did slip. Lewis Jackson, the writer/director, left it in the film.
Writer/director, Lewis Jackson,
Oh,
spent
same guy.
Tyrion's
Try again.
10 years
There we go.
collecting all the Yuletide props seen in Harry's house. Moreover, it took Jackson 10 years to get this movie made.
He also came up with the basic idea for this film after smoking weed one night during the 1970s and seeing a vision of Santa Claus holding a knife.
Wow.
Because,
That's-
you know, weed is something that makes you see things that aren't there. Propaganda bull.
That's what it is.
Anyway,
Kathleen Turner was turned down for the role as Harry's sister-in-law.
hold on. She was turned down?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Because this would not be something she would probably be proud of having been in. Let's see. Lewis Jackson flew down to Vienna and showed cinematographer Ricardo Aronovich, I guess, because there's no space here for the next word, storyboards for this movie in order to convince Aronovich to shoot it.
Jeez. The toy factory Harry works at was owned by the family of producer Edward R. Pressman.
The character of reporter Ricardo Buama was done as a caricature of Geraldo Rivera, who at the time this film was made had yet to become a national celebrity and mainly just known by people on the east coast of America.
John Waters recommends this as his favorite Thanksgiving/Christmas themed film.
That's
Dumb.
well, here's the thing. I hate John Waters. People just figure they have to give him like cred for his movies because otherwise they feel they're being homophobic, and it turns out like
What?
no, he's just awful.
Okay.
Trust me, you don't want to watch his movies. He was in Seed of Chucky in one scene. He's that skinny dude with a little thin mustache. Oh yeah. He was good on the episode of The Simpsons where he played himself, he played a guy named John.
I wonder.
Yeah. Many crew members doubled as extras.
Lewis Jackson based the Christmas office party on his experiences as a caterer.
The set for the police station lineup was built in a union hall.
Nice. 3 Santa suits, like this one, not.
No, his was a damn dress. I don't
Yeah,
care what.
he was wearing a dress and it was weird. Were used in this film. Moreover, two of said Santa suits were stolen early in the production of this movie, probably for somebody's wife.
Yeah. All the fake snow was cut up pieces of plastic bags blown around by a fan.
Jeez.
The time before Earth Day.
Among the actors and actresses who auditioned for roles in this film are Richard Bright,
Okay.
George.
Richard Bright.
Richard Bright,
Oh,
and
I don't know. I don't know if that's 2 words or not because the way they like to clump things together. But anyway.
And George Dzundza.
Dzundza.
Yep.
That's
for Harry. Michael Beck, Larry Pine, and David Rasch for
Rach,
Philip.
I guess. And
Carla Borelli, Patricia Hodges, Glenn Close, Joe Beth Williams, and Lindsay Krause as Philip's wife Jackie. Moreover, Ellen McElduff, who plays Harry's mother, also read
here's the thing
for the role of Jackie.
Other than Glenn Close, I haven't recognized any of those names. So, well, Larry Pine I heard of, but anyway. Let's see. Storyboards were done for every shot in this film. Short, sweet, to the point. Your turn.
Yeah. Though it was the success of Halloween that ultimately allowed this film to be made, it was actually written earlier. Accordingly, Lewis Jackson does not consider this film to be a slasher film.
That's right.
But rather a film that has more in common with Frankenstein?
He's wrong. Anyway, Lewis Jackson shot all of the footage of the Thanksgiving Day parade seen on television.
Spoiler alert. While many people think...
Not really, because we've already shown the trailer and it spoiled this, so go ahead.
While many people think Harry does in fact fly off at the end, he actually just drives off the bridge and kills himself. An explosion is heard, but people mistake it for the sound effects of Harry's brother rolling down the hill into boxes.
Remember when his brother...
I didn't think anything about his brother at all.
And the fact that it showed his sleigh van flying off towards the moon in the trailer even?
Yeah, I don't see that he killed himself.
All right.
So they spoiled something incorrectly.
They did.
In this. Okay.
If that's what they wanted, then they
should've
failed
done
in
it.
the film. So, Santa, what was your favorite scene?
Well, my favorite scene was probably...
We usually do least, but I'm going to go... It's Christmas. Let's start with the good. The good scenes.
You want to go first so I can think about this part for a second?
I mean... My favorite scene would probably... Or do you want to do least first? Because we usually do.
Yeah, least would be easier first.
What's your least favorite scene?
My least favorite scene was at the very end.
When he flew away?
He flew away.
No, he didn't.
Because it didn't fit with any of the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie, there was no supernatural, anything. He was just a guy in a dress killing people. That was it. That was the whole thing.
You mean like Bruce Jenner driving?
Well, yes, exactly like that. But that was before we started wearing drag. Was it not?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Jeez.
It was right before he officially switched, but that's why I said Bruce. Ha-ha.
Aha. And we don't care.
That too. My least favorite scene was probably that his brother hated him for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And it came up in a couple of scenes, but like when it first came up, I was like, I looked at you and I was like, why does this?
Like, I would understand.
And the guy's wife is like defending him, and I'm like,
well, I would understand
why?
if like the main guy hated his brother, because like when they were first, like when they were young, he was kind of an a-hole.
Yeah, but why did the a-hole brother hate the other brother? I don't get it. It made no sense. I don't get it at all. So what was your favorite scene? Now you've had time to think about it.
I guess my favorite scene would just have to be that, like, in a large way, this movie was all just a big misunderstanding, and that he was just trying to be a nice guy because the people who run the company he works for were being dicks.
Yeah.
And were, like, skimping out on the toys they said they were going to give to the cancer kids.
Yeah. I would say my least favorite part of the movie.
Favorite part?
Oh, we're doing favorite. I wanted to say something else I hated. My favorite part. Let's see.
There's a lot of that, isn't there?
Yeah. I guess my favorite part would be when, like, the credits rolled. Because, like, this movie wasn't good.
It was not good at all.
And, I'm a Christian, but I still like horror Christmas movies and stuff. Like, I even liked Krampus's.
Krampus was good.
Yeah, but it was cheesy for what it was. But
And it
you
should
know
have
what?
gone with an R.
This was not good. Like, they had this sex scene that you don't really see anything, and it just kind of hints at stuff.
Yeah, and the trailer has an elf over it, courtesy to Colin.
It didn't technically show anything, but it insinuated enough that, like, it's better safe than sorry for the trailer. I get it. But the point is, like, this movie was, like, do an R-rated Christmas movie. Like, I liked Silent Night, Deadly Night.
And I like Santa's Sleigh, actually.
Yeah, well, but I'm saying they had, like, sex scenes because it's a horror movie. This was like, we're going to half-ass it, not really show anything, and make it disturbing because the kid's watching his mom and dad get it on.
But it's even weirder to think about because, like,
No, that's
the kid.
I'm saying that makes it worse.
Well, right, but
And then
even
he
weirder than that,
loves
the
Santa.
kid. No, the kid doesn't even make the connection that this is dad.
No, he does, because that's when he realized there was
Well-
no Santa.
Yes, but first seeing that as a kid who believes in Santa, doesn't see dad going down on mom. He
Except
sees
he
old
went down because
fat
his
man going down on mom.
He went down to see because his brother had told him Santa wasn't real,
and he didn't believe him.
And then he went down and saw what was happening and realized, oh, it's dad. He did understand what he was seeing.
Okay.
But that makes it creepy because he was watching dad and mom hooking up under the mistletoe that she kept on her waistband.
Yep.
Just saying, like, either
Naughty.
go all out or don't go all out. And how about this? Don't have your little children in the movie watching you get it on. I mean,
That's a
obviously
good
it
point.
was editing and he wasn't there for, you know, but still. The way they implied it, I was like, no, I'm there.
Yeah.
So my favorite part was the end.
When it stopped happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. Okay, wait, what did the audience on Rotten Tomatoes say it was?
They gave it a score of 31, which is rather high, I would say.
And surprisingly, somehow, with all of the flaws that this movie has, the critics gave it an 83.
Yes, but, you know, they don't want to judge children watching their parents get it on because, you know, then
And they don't want to judge
they'd
guys
be
in dresses.
incest-phobic or something.
They don't want to judge
Which, by the way,
guys in
I'm proud
dresses
to be
killing
that.
people. Incest phobic?
Yes,
I'm a little scared of that too.
I am. Ugh.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this movie? 1 being really bad.
Coal in your stocking.
Yeah, coal in your stocking, and 10 being
An
an Amazon
Xbox
under your tree.
One or whatever the new one is.
An Xbox One X?
Yeah, whatever.
Nobody
it is.
wants one of those.
People that like Xbox.
Ooh,
do.
burn. I hate Xbox.
Anyway,
Okay.
no, I would say I'm probably gonna give it a 3 because it was okay enough to sit through, but not. It wasn't bad enough to be good, and it wasn't good enough to be good.
Right.
The acting wasn't great. The story wasn't great. The violence was hokey. So I'm gonna go with a 3. That's me trying to be
I'm gonna
happy
have to
with
go.
the Christmas spirit.
I'm gonna have to go lower than that.
I don't blame you.
With a 2 at most, because this was such a bad movie. Like, I really, really wanted to like it.
And we like Sharknado and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and like
Toxic
those.
Avenger
Yeah,
and all these
exactly.
very bad movies that
But
are
those
awesome.
are so bad they're awesome.
This is just bad.
Yeah. So we definitely don't recommend it. All right. You want to take over Jason's responsibilities there, Santa, and talk about when things happen and stuff?
You can watch this show, Fact TV, on Fact TV Channel 8, Thursdays at 8:30, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Email them at gorystorytime@yahoo.com.
You can like us on Facebook. If you're watching the live stream of this, then you've already liked Fact TV. If you're watching this on TV, you should like Fact TV or Fact Bells Falls, whatever, on Facebook, but also like Gory Storytime. The email that he mentioned, if you send us suggestions, that would be great. You know, suggestions for movies to watch or whatever. Or if you really don't understand how a father could let his son watch these horrific movies and review them, please send us some sort of crappy email
Trust
saying
me,
so.
it was horrific.
Yeah. And he liked Human Centipede, so what does that tell you?
Jeez.
He liked all 3 of them.
I did. They were good.
And Anything else? I have a Twitter, which is Craig Jakes. It's at Craig Jakes, all one word, all lowercase.
And Jason has a Twitter. It's at Jason T. Jakes, capital J, capital T, capital J. I would know because I follow him. You should too.
Yes, and I believe Santa has one at The Real Santa with 3 hoes.
It is.
That would be a good name.
It would. It would.
So I guess that's pretty much it this week, huh?
Yeah. So until next time, he's the co-host, and I'm Santa. Merry Christmas, because we don't care about happy holidays. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.